My name is Dan Iler, and I've been a member of Immanuel Baptist Church for, it was about a year and a half when I first started coming here, and taking advantage of several programs that this church offers. Before I actually started coming here and eventually became a member. Looking back on it, I think while I was in my educational years, until I was 25, I was sort of running loose with my soul and not really, giving it, ample nutrition. And, for the 25 odd years since that time, I was in the world, and I got even less nutrition for my soul. And fortunately, I found in Immanuel a loving place, a peaceful place, where serenity, seems to, pour out of the pores of the membership, the, several pastors who participate here, really everyone. And I found that to be an extremely gratifying experience. It was something that I had never experienced when I was out there, so to speak. And now I'm in here. And I feel like, you don't just join a church in order to stand on the outskirts and to mill around and, come, first service and then leave right afterwards. At Immanuel, everything is open, so to speak. The people are open. I look forward to coming here and sharing with my friends in the church my experiences, my strengths, my weaknesses, and my hope. And we all sort of share the same feeling, it seems. It's a wonderful place. I've often said that church is where I worship God, and talking to people is where I hear God's words. Obviously not God's biblical words as set forth in the Old Testament or filtered, through the much of the New Testament, but rather His words for today. How can I apply these principles today, in the here and now? And, we often, when we're caught up in addictions, just the stuff in the world, we often think, well, boy, I'm going through this or that. I must be unique. I must be the only one in the history of the world since creation who's ever gone through this. And my experience here tells me otherwise. And, of course, you have Ecclesiastes in the Bible, which, tells you otherwise. But to experience the people sharing, in the here and now, sort of bolsters your soul and your spirit, where you can allow the Spirit to work within you, the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit isn't just found in a church. It depends upon the people who are part of that church. And the pastors who are people, they kind of reflect everything that's going about us. But there is one difference, that in at Immanuel Baptist anyway, there is a positive perspective that God will see us through, that we don't have to be alone anymore, that, if we work together, we can achieve things that I haven't even imagined yet. God doesn't put a ceiling on one's soul, one's spirit, one's opportunities to do good to the world or good in the world, to offer a hand to those who are less fortunate, those who seem to have fallen through the cracks of society and don't know where to go. Immanuel was a good beginning for me. The programs at Immanuel, the fellowship in Immanuel, at Immanuel, and around Immanuel, all of those together form a translation of the Bible to me. It's probably the most accurate translation that you can find. There have been moments, I'm thinking back on it, I would go to church on occasion when I was younger, and I was always put off by the sign of peace, the sharing of the peace. Oh no, I've got to, shake hands or, say hello to people I don't know. Well, in Immanuel, it's a totally different experience. The total experience of Immanuel itself is an experience that I had never experienced anywhere else, in church, out of church, anywhere. It seemed to happen for me at Immanuel. So when we share the sign of peace, hug, shake hands, kiss, sit in meditation, we all feel connected, no matter what it is that we do. And, it's a lovely feeling. It's a feeling that I had never experienced anywhere else. And maybe I can experience it, if I happen to move anywhere geographically, which I, could be a possibility. The possibilities for me as an individual are endless, as they are for the people here. There might be a totally different complexion of this church's congregation, several years down the road, but the spirit is still here. The foundation is laid, and if that foundation is built upon by a positive feeling that we are all of value and we can all lend a hand, that will certainly carry on. This church is more than the building itself. It's more than the bricks and mortar that, put it together, some 180 years ago. But, it's a spirit that moves it forward.